Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Hold your horses. Don't take it to the stupid. Now, if you guys like my slogan, make sure you head over to my shop, pick up some of the merchandise. Just go to my YouTube channel, scroll on along there, you'll see the store, and pick up something if you want to support the cause. But anyway, and you hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. The secret society's in full effect. Some of y'all think I'm crazy. I'll tell you what, like they said in the movie Lean On Me, they used to call me Crazy Joe, now they call me Batman. They used to call me Crazy Hood, now they call me the President. So out there in New York State, the head of the athletic commission that deals with all these pad findings and investigations, Kim Sumbler, decide to resign as Ryan Garcia'S fate waits. Y'all, nobody finds that odd? Look at how things are playing out, people. All of a sudden, somebody who's taking over a position out there, who's been in a position out there for 8 years, you're just going to walk away and have your successor come in and take on this situation? And you hold your horses. I'm on the case. And I welcome anyone out there to cross-examine me. Now let's just take a look at things here. I'm telling you, man, this craziness between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is just becoming more and more weird to me. It's just taking turn after turn after turn. And in my opinion, we're getting further away from the truth because that's being done intentionally. I think they're trying to regroup, is what I think. Because I don't understand how you got the commission's executive director saying all of a sudden she's resigning for family reasons. And talking about this is something that I've been working on for months, and I think it's that time to go and focus on family and my parents, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong. You have an opportunity to live a comfortable life, take care of your mother and father, and chill. I think everybody, if that's your ambition, I think you should do it. But you got this person who was in position for 8 years that's going to be replaced by, we call that shit a frocking in the military, But they have someone who's going to be, the acting executive director. And that the acting executive director is expected to assume the role that, Kim Sumbler is, getting the hell out of Dodge from. Now, I really have to wonder about all this crap going on in the commission right now. I'm just being honest with you. And especially this is why I say people need to learn to listen a whole lot, talk very little. Because if you're stepping away, just step away. But don't come out here and talk about, I understand this is a surprise, the move I'm making. Yeah, it's going to surprise people in the combat sports community. But I'm just letting you know I've been plotting to retire and just want to, help my elderly parents and spend time with their hubby. What are you doing? You tending to your elderly parents, or you spending time with your husband? One or the other. Don't tell me both, because you can't be chilling with your hubby and spending time with the elderly parents. I mean, I ain't buying that shit. But then to go on and talk about appreciating all the support I received over the years from the combat sports community, it's a difficult job that many don't understand. That is what we should key in on. When she says this is a very difficult job, boom, stop right there. What's she talking about? Why is it so difficult? Right? If a person tests positive, they test positive, right? You allow due process to take its course, and then a decision is made. Doesn't seem that hard to me. You start looking at somebody having 1/1000th of a gram of a substance in their body that they shouldn't have. It doesn't seem really hard to me to make a decision on that. especially when you're talking to the scientists and the experts who are more than qualified to come out and say, there's no way in the world this person could have taken anything for going into this fight with this level of it in a system. Like there's not even a ant could benefit from this. Like it means almost nothing. So I'm not saying it makes it an inconclusive finding. I'm just saying that to me it wouldn't be that difficult. Now if you come in there and you juice to the gills and shit, you know what I mean? And you got like a 97-inch vert. I mean, hold your horses. We got to ask a question, you know. We got to put the magnifying glass on you. If you've never been a person with the one-hitter quitter, now you get the one-hitter quitter, Connor Ben, and all of a sudden you no longer have the one-hitter quitter. Makes you wonder, Manny Pacquiao? I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just telling you that's where I would stop and ask the question. But she says it's a difficult job. Many don't understand. Oh, no, I understand. Hood Champion's on the case. We know what's going on out there. You don't want us to understand, but we know. Talking about the love for combat sports will always be part of my life. Yo, just get the F off the stage already. Ryan Garcia coming out here, man. 3.2 pounds overweight. Devin and his dad being okay with that. Give us the 1.5. They celebrating the same way they celebrated when Kambosos beat Teofimo. They figured they hit the jackpot. They got an easy fight. They got another 1.5 million. They were chilling. Then Ryan Garcia put the mega boom left hook on their ass. Matter of fact, I ain't never seen Bill Haney this quiet. Only time he chirped up was when he and the goddamn secret society in Nevada decided they were going to feed that information that they had over to Dan, what was I calling him? Subway Raphael, to go out there and feed some shit to the public without having all the facts. You got to be properly informed before you want to come out there, man, and get in front of a camera on Twitter or social media and start spreading shit. And for those people saying, oh, they're a hood champion, here you go. No, well, my man, Dan Raphael reported it. This whole thing about Osterine and 19 norandrosterone, right? Supposed to be a positive test on the 19 norandrosterone. Then all of a sudden, in the second test, nothing in Ryan Garcia's body. And it should have been. I mean, come on, this shit is a goddamn circus act. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out here saying they know definitively what took place? Yo, Mr. Fly on the Wall, how are you? Why don't you join the live tomorrow and come to the stage, Mr. Fly on the Wall? Because only the goddamn Fly on the Wall knows. But just me being a common sense man and liking to have fun with the subjects, the secret society being in full effect and, you know, good sense of humor, but being serious at the same time. I just have to wonder what happened to the second test. You know, this whole thing about Osterine presence is in the billionth of a gram range that proved that Ryan Garcia had no performance enhancing benefit from it. But now we're looking at the B sample that's being tested on the 22nd of May, and then we'll go from there on Ryan Garcia, whether he's going to be suspended, fined, or suspended and fined, and what they're going to do about Devin Haney's loss, make it a no contest. But I'm just telling you, when it comes to this stuff about Ryan Garcia, the New York State Athletic Commission head retiring, supposed to be positive for 2 PEDs and 1 he's cleared on now. Now it's like, what about the Osterine? I'm telling you all right now, those of you who are pissed off with Ryan Garcia getting that upset win over Devin Haney on the 20th of April, let me tell you something. Y'all, your positions are only going to be further exacerbated. And I'm going to say this. When Ryan Garcia is found not guilty of anything, or if they say, hey, he did have this in his system, however, it was inadvertent consumption and the levels were so minuscule that there is no performance enhancing benefit, y'all going to be miserable. Y'all going to be upset. I'm telling you, you might as well get ready to brace for it. Because out there on May 8th, Dan Raphael, he went out there and turned the boxing world upside down by reporting all this shit. And But that's what he's supposed to do, right? But at the same time, people just seem to be in a rush to try to feed it to him to get it out to the world. And when I look at how everything's played out, right? We've talked about this shit, man, in depth. Ryan and Devin passing tests. Ryan and Devin test before and after the fight. Ryan tests positive. That doesn't come out till a few days after. We kind of understand it takes a while. But then the first person to leak it is ESPN, Dan Raphael. Then you hear from Bob Haney, Bill Haney. Then you hear from Devin Haney. Then people are on TV. People out here doing Vlad interviews. Ryan Garcia is still out here acting crazy as hell. Things go quiet. All of a sudden, the test comes back. Oh, it was negative this time. It's not two things we're looking at, it's just one. Everybody's like, huh? Eddie Hearn's kind of careful about what he's saying. Oscar De La Hoya is wearing sequin shirts. Then the head of the New York State Athletic Commission decides to resign, talking about we don't know how difficult the job is and just the things they have to deal with. Oh, no, I know. You obviously didn't want to be involved in something that's going on. And that's how I see it. And remember, on this channel, we have conversations. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. What I'm telling you is, this is the way I see it. My opinion, just like you have yours. But I want to see what happens now. I'm telling you, that's what I'm gearing up for. I'm gearing up on this B sample finding to see what's going on, because I'm just telling you, man, when it comes to the IRMS, the isotope ratio mass spectrometry, that's what Dan Raphael was referencing when the results were unconfirmed. That led to Garcia'S clearing. The results for nandrolone are now confirmed as negative. Y'all better pay attention, man. Ryan Garcia has been proclaiming his innocence ever since the news broke, and he hasn't missed a beat. His attorney didn't say nothing. They went quiet, and when his attorney did come out to speak, his attorney came out with facts. He came out with facts that they got from the scientists. You know what I'm saying? That they got from VADA. He came up with the facts. Levels of ostarine in his client's system are proof that we're dealing with a known supplement contaminant in the billionth of a gram range that provided Garcia with no performance-enhancing benefit. I mean, when you look at that, that tells me that Ryan Garcia has smart people around him that's like, Ryan, you know, you can do what you want, but don't say, let us handle this piece. And then we're going to come out as the lawyers, and we're going to drop a bomb on them. And that's actually exactly what Ryan Garcia's team did. But I'm going to tell you what, you couldn't have convinced me that we'd be finding out that people are resigning from positions and shit over this drama. I'm telling you, I've seen this shit before, man. I've seen it before. You have people who resign or step down because they know trouble's coming. You see this shit in politics. I saw this shit in the military. They may be able to fool some of y'all because of your ignorance, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I'm sure there's a lot of things that you're familiar with that I'm not familiar with. And you know, if that's the case, you know what I would do? I'd shut up and listen to you. But I'm telling you, I've seen that shit happen when people just decide to step down or to retire because they don't want to go through the course of investigation knowing that somebody's on their heels because they were involved in a bad business practice. And in my opinion, this has all the signs that something fishy is going on here. And you know what I think? The secret society's in full effect. You know what I'm saying? That being said, man, y'all keep cool. I gotta give a shout out to everybody. But before I get off of here, make sure y'all check out this right here. Okay? Head on over to this spot right here. Let me make that a little bit larger. Hood Champion Boxing and Sports on my spread shop. And again, you go to my page, my YouTube page. You click on store and you can buy shit right from the YouTube page. And you can go out there and find all the hats and shirts. Let me move this over here. Hats and shirts and sweatpants, and you get some cool stuff, man. You can even get some, here we go. Get yourself, man, a little coffee mug and shit like that, you know? But anyway, secret society's in full effect. Y'all keep cool. Season 2, episode 1, underway in the breeze.